Hello everyone and welcome to a Replica Airguns update video. We're looking at two rather opposite products here. I have my Crosman MK-177 multi-pump, so it's pneumatic multi-pump pellet and BB rifle. And then I have something a little bit new here. It's an Avalanche Trailblazer wooden stock crossbow with a 150-pound pull. And I gotta say, putting the actual string in the bow was rather difficult, and pulling the string back into the catch takes a lot of effort. Now I imagine over time this bow will loosen up a little bit, but it is very, very firm at this point, and it does take a lot of effort, again, to string the bow and then even to pull the string back into the catch. Now I did do a preliminary test with it. This is just an update video, but I did do a preliminary test. You'll see this arrow is nice and straight. I shot this one into a tree and I had to bend it. Getting it out took a lot of effort. It went in about 2 inches, right to about there, and I ended up bending it a little bit trying to get it out. So unfortunately it only comes with 2 arrows, so you have to make good use of them, find the right targets to shoot at. You want something fairly hard that it's not going to go through, but also that you'll be able to pull the arrow out when you're finished shooting. Definitely recommend getting more arrows for the crossbow. Now because it's kind of awkward on the table, it's a little bit difficult to show this gun, or crossbow I should say. I'm going to kind of bring it up a little bit just to show you some of the wood. The wood is very nice actually. I was quite surprised. This is a Chinese made gun, but the wood is very, very nice on it. So you can get it in a polymer stock or a wood stock. I decided to go with the polymer or the wood stock just because I thought it looked really nice. Okay, I'll try and get some photos here for you as well. Take a few photos and I'll put them in this video. But hopefully this gives you an idea. Adjustable sights. Again, 150-pound pull. 2 aluminum arrows come with it as well. You may need a friend to help you sling this. I found what I had to do is I rested one side on the ground on a rubber mat. With my stomach, I pushed the back. So I pushed against the back with my stomach. Had everything lined up and pulled like the living dickens on this side and was able to manage to get the strap or the string in there. So very, very difficult. You may need assistance. It's recommended in the manual to use assistance when slinging it. Again, even pulling the string back into the catch is right in here, takes a lot of effort. You have to pull until the catch opens and then actually hits the back engages the catch so it's not going to release, and puts it in safe so that you're ready to go. You have to take it out of safe to shoot it. Of course, you'll have to put an arrow in the track. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the way because it's such a big, awkward gun, or crossbow, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so now that we have the Crosman MK-177 all set up on the table by itself, we can get into this one a little bit more. Now I want to thank Crosman for providing this to me. They shipped it to an address I have over in the US, and I was able to pick it up and bring it over. Now the reason I needed to do that is because this is a controlled firearm here in Canada because it shoots up and over 500 feet per second. It actually shoots around 800. So I needed to produce my PAL, my firearm license here in Canada for the border guys. They did a quick check, double checked my car, and then I proceeded to cross no problem. So everything went fine at the border, and I was able to bring this one in and review the US model. So in other words, the version that doesn't shoot under 500 feet per second this time. Last time, I actually did my M4-177 review. I had the Canadianized version, and when I do my full review, I'll probably compare these a little bit. They're very similar in how they work. They both shoot pellets and BBs. However, the MK-177 has an updated, what Crosman calls more efficient pumping system, which makes it easier to pump and also gives it a little bit higher FPS over the M4-177. I don't want to get into the full review. This is the kit version, so it came with the red dot scope, it came with the glasses, and it came with a little pack of pellets and BBs. Not very many, but enough to get you started. It also is supposed to come with a sort of carry bag, although mine didn't have it, so maybe because it's a review model they just didn't put it in there for me. No big deal. I'm probably not going to use the bag too often, but it also did come with 2 of these magazines, so they're 5-shot pellet magazines. Now being that it's a multi-pump, I'll show you quickly. You just pump it from the front. I'll do one quick pump for you. Cock it. You would index your magazine here, so you can index it by just pushing on it. Pushes a pellet in, and then safely point it in the safe direction here. and you release the pressure and send the pellet out, obviously. Now you can load BBs in here as well. I haven't done it yet, but you can load BBs in and shoot them. Being that it's a rifled barrel and it shoots pellets as well, lead pellets, I'm probably going to just stick with the pellets. I prefer to do that. I'm not a big fan of shooting BBs in rifled barrels. Over time they can wear down the barrel, the rifling in the barrel. Then your pellets aren't going to shoot quite as nicely. So you do have some nice sight or optic points or whatever you want to have put on here. You can put lasers, lights, different things. Now the non-kit version comes with actual sights mounted on the front here and the back. So if you get the kit version with the red dot, you're not going to get those sights. So depending on what you want to do, you may want to get the sights on here and then put your own red dot. Just depends what you're going for. Okay, but you do have some more mounting points on the side. Now unlike the M4177, this magazine does not come out. So there's no place to hold anything. Most of the gun is molded, so molded safety here. The actual safety is sort of your crossbolt system. Okay, this is non-adjustable in here. Nothing's really adjustable. It's mostly for show. Now I did do a little bit of preliminary testing with it from 30 feet out. Got the red dot sighted in pretty good. And it shot about a nice 1-inch group. It really didn't do too bad. Now, I only put 2 magazines, so 10 shots through it. I'd like to put some more in there before I can claim how good this gun actually shoots. I'll be putting some more shots through it for sure, and then I'll be doing my official tabletop and field test review for this gun. Again, I want to thank Crosman for providing this to me for review. Alright, so that wraps up this update video. Look forward to my upcoming Crosman MK-177 tabletop and shooting field test review. And also look forward to my Avalanche Crossbow review that I'll be doing. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that review. It's kind of a unique product. I don't know if I'm going to be able to chronograph it. Possibly I'll have to see what kind of backstop I can use. Being that it's a very high-powered crossbow, I'm sure there's a lot higher powered ones, but 150-pound pull, an arrow traveling at that speed with that kind of weight could definitely injure a person very severely. So I will be taking some safety precautions when I shoot this crossbow and test it out. Alright, so look forward to those upcoming reviews. Thanks again for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Come on down to the Replica Airguns website where I usually post additional photos of the items I'm reviewing and some additional information. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, take care.